Oh, holy fuck. Thank God. Yeah, my internet just dropped off. Um, Thank fuck. Holy shit, man. I looked over. I'm like, why the fuck did my internet... I was like, why'd the server go down so early? That's bullshit. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, my internet just completely fucking fell off. I think we're good now. I'm sorry. Are we up? Are we good? What a fucked up time for that to happen, man. Holy shit. Probably storms? We're not even getting storms tonight. Not often that the internet goes down like that. I mean... Aaron, thank you for the 7 months. Flop about to drop some dramatic info after storm ends, nerd, right? I actually just got like chapter fucking ended on that. Sorry about that, dudes. I didn't mean for that to happen. That was out of my control. Look at this. Straight up, like legitimately just like... It just full on just died. Very interesting. You good now? Guess so. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. I'm still buffering too. That's on your end then. That's not my internet this time. I don't have any drop frames at the moment. Always dramatic math club. Oh god. Not again. Let me guess. Server is down now? Motherfuck. Damn it. Yo, this game sucks. Fuck. All right. Well, shit. Sorry, guys. Thank you for all of the support. I appreciate you. Cran came in with the 10 gifted subs earlier, putting us back over 700, so thank you. Did you just load back in pre-storm? Yeah. Blow the cartridge, see if it helps. I just can't believe it fucking went down, man. That shit sucks. I hate that shit. That's so dumb. We're back, though. We're good. Sorry. All right, well, what's up, dudes? How we feeling about the roleplay? Yeah, I think the most shocking thing was hearing what Etta just said. Considering what was said before about being scared about people. And for Etta to turn around and go, oh, maybe the cops did something else to do, you know, something that didn't involve one of their own. Something more important than one of their own, which I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I think if things continue the way that they are, I think you know, there's a lot of, you know how they say facts not in evidence? There's a lot of facts and there's a lot of evidence suggesting that Sean was right. Not saying anyone was wrong, but I'm just saying man's might be right. In all seriousness, I do again just want to reiterate and thank everybody for continuing to be here and continuing to support the stream. Lot of roleplay to be happening and a lot of cool shit to be going on, and it's just it's so enjoyable to be able to share this side of the story with all of you because it goes deep. There's a lot, like a lot. That has been a lot of fun. Yo, Luna, thank you so much for, or sorry, Luna Alley or Lunally. Thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate you. Welcome back. Bunch of hearts, please. Thank you guys for all the new subs, all the resubs, all the bits, all the gifted subs, all the follows. We're pushing toward 50K on the follows. Pretty cool. TikTok, am I right? Maybe. What was Flop's reaction to hearing Etta stick up for Rue the way that she did? So, Flop as a father, I'm gonna remind this again because everyone's gonna find the justification to be like, oh well, Rue did right because Judas, fuck Judas. Flop is not going to say it, but Flop also does not agree with Judas and thinks that Judas is a fucking moron who poked a bear over a traumatic situation and expected somebody to have a rational response. As a father, Flop made the promise that he would do what he can to make sure that he tries to support his daughter. And even if speaking with his daughter is implied with the idea of, you know, I can't stop you from doing these things, but I want to teach you to know that it's okay to think about these things before you do them. Flop wants Rue to be less impulsive, but telling someone to not be impulsive is not going to happen. But letting Flop give his opinion about the situation gives Rue an opportunity to think a little differently about the circumstance of what happened. So, put simply, Flop, as a father, doesn't agree with what Rue did. Flop, as a person's like, yeah, that motherfucker probably deserved it. So, there's your little lore context as to, oh my god, I can't believe Flop's defending Judas. Flop is not defending Judas. You have to remember who Flop is to Rue, and remember that Flop has a different role than the rest of the family. Boozy with the gifted sub to Psycho. Psycho, welcome. Thank you, Boozy, for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you guys for all the support. I genuinely do appreciate it. No, I didn't watch the TJ edit yet. It'll happen. Don't worry. Wanted some rationale. I mean, I think that's what it was, though. It was the rationale of, you know, okay, you did what you did, but why'd you do it? What'd you say to him? What did he say to you? And Flop pretty much just said that, you know, words don't mean anything. Hello? Hello?
So you said what happened, and then Etta said it's okay. You don't need to say anymore. I know what that means. And then off you went.
You know how fucked up it is that my internet dies at the... I'm breaking character. How many fucking times does my internet have to die at peak fucking moments, Maple? Can it happen when we're not sad as shit? Can it happen in a chase? No.
Yeah,
No, the fuck
no.
it can't. Okay,
No.
anyway. Hey.
Hey, I don't have to actually go into work.
You don't?
No, it's pretty neat.
Why is that? You choosing or you?
No, like I usually I have to go into work for like a little bit of time. I don't have to at the moment.
Mm.
I don't know if this will be a regular occurrence. But so far it's 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is the longest I've been out of work in a very long time, and you know, it's been kind of peaceful.
I'll be honest, you would have really enjoyed it on duty last night.
Would I have?
Yeah, it was a really fucking good time actually. It was a good time. For shift 3, you know? Like our time was a good time.
I think our time's always the best time to be around, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I'm being held with a fucking knife to my throat, and if I cough wrong, I'm gonna get cut. You know what I mean? I feel like I have a little bit of freedom to move around.
Absolutely. You would have really enjoyed it last night. And Pierce made a comment on radio. She said shift 3 is run by the gays and the girls. and it's very true. It is very much shift 3.
Will not confirm nor deny, but will definitely reaffirm that. And she has a point.
And Sky made a comment after that saying that they have yassified me. Or that they are in the process of yassifying me.
You?
Yeah.
Damn, and you have interviews coming up.
Yeah.
Strap on in, buddy.
Yeah.
It's fucking over. Holy shit, that's funny. Maple told me what I said before I had a stroke at the most inopportune fucking time.
That's okay.
I have this cute thing that I do where when I'm in the middle of something that I'm actually focused on, I just feel like taking naps, but it's not when I'm in a chase or arresting somebody or taking a piss in the corner. No, it's got to be like now, like here now.
Why?
I don't know. Fun detective. I don't know.
Why?
We just need to bolt it all down, I think.
Why?
Yeah. You try so hard, I know.
I just want to sit on our patio furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too, to be honest. I'd love to know that our patio was actually usable and livable. All right, so catch me up to speed. What did I miss out on? What, you know?
Like literally nothing. Just
Okay.
like I said, just Edda saying you don't have to say anything else.
Yeah, I know what that means. And unfortunately, a lot of it is just waiting to see what condition he's in whenever he wakes up. And hoping and praying that he hasn't forgotten us. Every time I think that I'm okay, it just gets monumentally worse.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if he wakes up and looks at me and says, "Who are you?" Yeah.
I told Rue something today. Because when I heard that there was possible brain damage, my mind went immediately to when I did not know my father's. And I had told Rue the same thing that I will tell everybody. That although my memories of the things I love and care about in my past are no more, it was the dedication decision and flat out choice for Richard to reincorporate me back into this family. And he didn't have to. But he did because he loved me. And I will make you a promise that if it was the last thing I did, I will reincorporate that man back into this family. If it is the last thing I did. Also, who the fuck is walking down here? I'm hearing footsteps.
Hello?
Anyone
Not in the
inside?
house. Unless it's in your room. I didn't go to your room.
I'll check my room real quick. I thought I heard footsteps. I couldn't tell. I heard like a squeak or like someone stepping in water. While I was saying that last sentence. Could be that I'm paranoid, but I definitely thought I heard like someone step in a puddle.
Yeah, the whole situation about not responding, and I mean, did he call 911? Was there a proper call out for help? Did
I
he
don't know.
even get a chance to? Yeah, like, I mean, there's so many unknowns. I don't want to assume the worst until we have all the facts. That's why I want to talk to Albert later when he wakes up.
Yeah, I do want to let Sky know if she's around. Because I feel like most of the people who at least go to the shift 3 meeting or they're early aren't the ones who would have been around when this happened because it was after we went to bed. And we went to bed late.
You think this was shift 1?
I do. I mean, we went to bed at like
Shift 1 down bad? Shocker.
9, I think.
Oh, then it was definitely shift 1. If not, it was the tail end of shift 3.
Yeah. So I wanna call her and let her know. She can at least make the others known. If you guys are okay with that, at least.
No, I have zero problem with that because I already told you my feelings that if I ever find out who was in that ICU room, they're gonna find out just how I really fucking feel. So,
Same.
yeah, I'll be straight up with you, Etta. I told Rue earlier you're going to get food, and I said I'm trying to put my emotions below me. Actually, Rue, how did I word it? I said I was trying to suppress my emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she asked why I was, and I said because if I didn't, I'd probably be in prison. There's things on that report I would love to discuss. But I will tell you that I should not have looked at that report to begin with because of my confliction.
No, you shouldn't. No. That's okay, though.
Nothing in that report is different than what Dr. Kizu told me. So the things I am talking about were in confidence by the doctor.
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable discussing.
Kizu is a good friend of mine. She and I have been through a lot. And I know she's also going through a lot of her own shit, so poor thing. She's been working so many hours.
I thanked her today. I told her, I said, I don't know how many people thank doctors. I said, I know that you work a pretty thankless job. I said, but for what you've done for me and for my family, thank you. And I told her that if there's anything whatsoever that she needs, to reach out to me. And I hope she takes me up on that at some point.
Yeah. I know what you mean about suppressing your emotions, though, too, because right now my knee-jerk reaction is to find the people responsible for hurting him and hurting them.
If you ever come to the decision to act on that, let me know.
Well, baby girl, we try not to do that in this family.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'll say it again. Let's kill one problem before we kill another, please.
Yeah. No, trust me. I know better. That's why I say suppressing my emotions. That's why I'm trying to think clearly before.
Irish.
Okay. I let Sky know.
Mm-hmm.
I also let her know about people misbehaving. And she said she is going to investigate it.
Okay.
Thank you. And thank her as well, because I know that she'll actually do it.
Yeah. And based off of what she told me, she said the report was made in shift 1. Which reinforces my initial thought that this was shift 1 being dumbasses.
I'd really love to know how many people were on duty during that.
I can't hear you, Flo.
Sorry, I'll speak louder. I really wouldn't. I would love to know how many people were on duty during that. That only one officer walked into the hospital with Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, don't y'all treat off duty as the
Yes.
same?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So is it just because he was a dispatcher, it's somehow less than not important?
No. He is still considered the same level of importance, but we also don't know what information was provided. We don't know what was known. We don't know if he got a 911 out. We don't know if he was able to, or if anybody was able to relay any information that this was happening. Right. So
I get that. Yeah.
that is an important aspect that we don't have the details to. If he was able to, and nobody responded, that is a whole other big issue that needs to be dealt with.
Flop's not saying shit. But in Flop's head, he's going, yeah, no, fuck the PD.
No, it's just hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
We're really speedrun that fuck 12 arc,
said
aren't we?
With, in what way?
Well, it comes down to what information was known. If people are not responding to 78s or officers being in danger or their lives in danger, dispatch included, I mean, it's punishment. What punishment comes down to command. I don't really, we can suggest, make recommendations, but I mean, by the sounds of it, like I said, it's shift 1. Me and Flop will have very little sway. It'll come down to shift 1's decisions and
I
whatnot.
can't imagine that Viv would overlook or allow any I would hope not, anyways. Viv has always been very, strict about.
Viv is vocal, and that's
Yeah.
one
Do
thing
they
I love
have an
about her.
LT? I know she's sergeant. I don't...
Viv is the LT.
Oh, she is. Oh, she
Yeah.
got promoted. Fantastic.
Viv been trying to Ruth 2.0 it. It's been nice
Oh
to see.
no.
Oh, the good way, for us at least. I liked Ruth. I miss Ruth. Ruth and Turner both 07.
Yeah.
At the very least, if that is the case and they didn't respond, it's probably gonna be DAPS at minimum. I don't know anything more than that though. I can't really say.
It's an honest fucking shame I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
We just have to trust that the officers, well, that they'll do what's right.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, let's start off by doing the right
Oh
thing,
my
Maple. Jesus Christ.
Listen. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know.
It's okay.
Isn't the word intent? I intend to reach this in the dumpster. My intentions failed. Sorry. Are either of you hungry, by the way? I'm sorry. I have a little bit of food.
I am.
I still had some food
not-
on me from this morning.
Okay.
I am not hungry, but I don't have food. So I will need it eventually, but I will be good for a while.
Yeah.
Let's take this for now.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I've had a lot of conversations since I haven't been back at work. And it kind of breaks my heart a little bit to hear how certain responses have been with things. I think Richard being the one that has pissed me off the most. So, I'm biting my tongue. I haven't gone to work for recovery reasons, but
Right.
I was going to go back today to catch up on paperwork, and I opted not to for very obvious reasons.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, there's still a lot that we don't know. So I think, we just need to wait and see. Get all the details and the facts before we can draw our conclusions. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, our main focus is each other and Richard, and making sure that his recovery is as smooth as it can be, given the fact that his God, I can't believe he just got that lung not too long ago. And now
What?
it's done. It's wrecked. Richard, a long time ago, got very sick. And he lost one of his lungs during the ordeal. He almost died.
This sounds like a cigarette moment.
And in the
We like
5
those.
years away while he was in England, he had had multiple surgeries to kind of put Humpty Dumpty back together again, so to speak.
Jesus.
One of which was, getting his lung,
Yeah,
Should
Flop.
you be smoking, Flop?
No.
if that's what he needs to cope, then I'd rather it be cigarettes than something else.
I'm sorry. It's just
You don't have to apologize, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just make sure you drink a lot of water.
Will do.
But yeah, he had gotten a synthetic lung to replace the one that he lost, and
I'd like to think
now
that
apparently it has been damaged.
I know this isn't a funny moment, but I'd like to think that
I'll have
Richard's
to go into the hospital.
second
and
lung,
read the
his
report and see
replaced
the
synthetic
extent of the
lung,
damage.
is just a Ziploc bag with a straw.
But from the text message I got, it's I mean, it'll heal. It's just not
Some
going
duct
to be
tape
the
around
same.
it or something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They did say that, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Dr. Kizu did state to me that during the procedure, the puncture of the rib is what hit his lung.
Uh-uh.
Okay, now I hear somebody. Have we been blessed? I'm not the only one just hearing that, right?
I don't
think I
hear
hear.
anything. All I hear is the rain.
How you doing?
Holy
Oh,
shit.
it's Teddy.
Hi, Teddy.
Hi.
Sorry, we heard footsteps. Just wanted to make sure to
It's
see who
Teddy.
it was.
Oh.
You're on it.
How you doing, Teddy?
I'm gonna politely decline to answer that.
I think we're all in the same boat with that one. Don't worry. It's been a rough run for everybody, but if you need anything, I don't want you to be a stranger, and I want you to reach out if you need literally anything. Do you?
I'll make it work.
Okay. Do you have my new number?
You got a new number?
This one. I don't know if you have it. This is I still use the old number sometimes, but I've been on this new number for a little while now.
All right. I'm gonna go to work.
No, that's fine. Listen, if you, again, I'm not pressuring you because we have our stuff going on as well. But if you need to reach out, I don't want you to hesitate.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'll let you be. Give me a call if you need anything, okay?
Take care of yourself.
Likewise. Sounds like Teddy's got some stuff going on. I wanted to let him know to not hesitate to reach out if he needed something. But what were we saying before? Dr. Kizu, something.
The whole lung thing.
Oh, yeah. During the procedure, I guess while trying to remove the broken rib, if I recall correctly, there was a complication with the removal, and they had to start CPR during the procedure.
Oh, he crashed.
He crashed. And they were able to get him. But I do remember Dr. Kizu stating that it took an extra few minutes to resolve what caused the crash, which I think was part of why he lost oxygen to the brain. I think she said it was about 5 minutes. So,
Well, I'll follow up on that.
yeah. I'm kind of going off of what I remember. It was a lot of information, and I was not all there when Dr. Kizu was talking. I was unfortunately just coming out of the room after having a word with Dad, and I probably should have waited an extra minute for her to give me the details, but
Yeah.
that's what I sort of recollect, we'll say.
I'm not gonna lie. Given that and the time in the water,
I'm with you.
it's not good.
It's not.
And this really needs to be we need to brace ourselves for the worst. And just hope for the best.
Like I said before, that man did not give up on me at my worst. And I will let it be the last thing I do if I'm going to give up on him. It cannot happen. And I will not let it happen. I do think that there is a lot that needs to be discussed and spoken about. And I think we just need to pick our battles. And at least the way I see it, unless someone has a separate opinion, I think the only battle we should be dealing with right now is making sure that Richard's okay. And letting our second battle be how the police department resolves and handles this issue.
Yeah. Don't forget the third one.
Is that the one when I go to prison?
Who's gonna tell
Huh?
Matt?
Sorry, I am...
I can take the fall.
No. God damn it, Rue, no.
Who's gonna tell Matt?
I would have to imagine Matt knows, no.
I don't know.
I don't even... Was I the only one not at this meeting?
Matt was not here when we were all speaking. You were the only one not
Yeah.
awake. Everyone else was awake.
So Matt was
I
there.
think
Matt
he
was not
wasn't-
here, but he
Okay.
was awake.
I think Dad might have.
I wouldn't be
spoken to him
surprised.
after.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if when Richard stormed off that he went and spoke to Matt.
Well, I'm gonna do what I don't normally do, and that's face this issue head on and give him a phone call. Thought I saved his number on this new phone, but I don't know if I did. I have it though.
Here.
I got it.
Okay.
I do. Give me a second. He didn't answer. Where did Root go?
She's on the back porch.
You good? Rue? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. You good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Can you hug that down?
I'll be right.
I'll keep
I
this
can't
brief.
lose him.
I know. I'm gonna keep this brief real quick. Rue tried blaming herself for what happened yesterday, and I told her not to. It sounds like he was defensive on everybody, and that's okay. But I think that he emotionally chose the path of maybe least resistance. I don't know. But I know Rue's been going through it too, so.
I mean, Flop, this is exactly what we spoke about.
What do you mean?
But there was going to be something that happens that's going to... I mean, I get where Dad's coming from. I know why he's upset. It's what I've been saying this whole time. We have never been known to be a family accepting of
senseless violence.
yeah. And to him, I think, regardless of the context, no matter how much we tried to...
I'll be honest. I don't want to cut you off. I think that deserves a much deeper conversation.
No, I know, and trust me, I don't want to go down that. Like I said, I understand where she's coming from, and that's why he wouldn't speak to me, because I was defending her. But I understand why he's mad.
I do too. Trust me, I get it. Sorry, go ahead.
It's what I tried to tell you in our conversation. It's that we're always going to be in this constant battle of tug of war where it's, you know...
The problem is that tug of war is manageable. So
But I feel like if I side too much with one, then I risk losing the other. And I can't live like that.
I want to remind you though that it sounds like you have the acceptance of knowing where it needs to be. I have the acceptance to know where it needs to be. It sounds like maybe Maple does as well. And it sounds to me like Richard is still having a hard time with it, and that's okay.
I can love my family, and I can disagree with their actions without writing them off.
Me too.
I don't understand why it has to be an all or nothing.
It doesn't. But at the same time, I don't want Richard to feel like he's to blame because his points are valid too. And like
I don't know. No, go ahead.
I just want to reiterate that. Sorry, hold on. Or you can come in if you want. I'm sorry. We're just talking.
Well, good.
You're not interrupting. The thing that I have learned about Richard and that I know about him, where, let's say, you, me, Rue, Maple, I don't know Matt emotionally enough to make this assumption, so I'm going to leave him out for now. I don't want to misjudge Matt. As not as a family, but as individuals, our frustration starts at a 10, and it builds until we hit a boiling point. And I have never figured out the why, but I have learned how to approach Richard. Because while we build to a boiling point, Richard starts at a boiling point and works his way down. And that has been the case for him for as long as I've been able to remember him. And there is a part of me, all things considered, there will be an answer. In this specific case, him starting at his boiling point caught up to him, and that's not him to blame. He had a hard time, and that's okay, because I struggle with things too, as well as you do, as well as Rue, as well as Ziggy, as well as Maple, and even as well as Matt. We all have our things that we deal with, and we have our ways of trying to cope with them. So I'm not blaming him for what happened. I want to be clear about that. But I will say that him walking away from a conversation like that, where there was a disagreement, is not out of the ordinary for Richard. And what he says is not final. It never is. And I'd like to believe the smallest inkling that if I know my father, he will in fact come around. And there will be reason to that. Our dad is very old school, and he always will be, and that's okay.
Yeah.
His disagreements are his own, and I'm willing to accept his disagreements. And regardless of how he views me when he comes out, to pretty much regurgitate what I said before, it will be, even if it is my last fucking breath, gonna be my goal and my priority to make sure that he is rehabilitating with the family like he needs to and like he should. Because he did it for me, and respectfully, I owe him my life for that.
I mean his. I'm worried about Matt too. I don't know how he's going to handle all of this. I don't know if they even spoke, how much he knows, what he might be thinking.
In my experience, I don't have a lot of it with Matt that I remember. Unfortunately. But from the few times I've had conversations with him, there's a couple things I know about Matt. Your word is a contract. Even if he doesn't agree with your word, the honesty of your word is everything to that man. But at the same time, I also know that Matt, from my experience at least, suppresses his emotions.
Very much so. Yes.
So,
Yeah. He does not like to show his emotions ever.
yeah. Everything okay?
Yeah, I was Loki. He was asking me about stuff because he's being considered for senior.
Which he should be. He's good at his job.
Yeah. Exactly. And so he was asking if there was anything majorly different, and I was like, not really.
I think the real thing is just an extra stripe and a little more communication through the chain.
Yeah.
You good, Rue?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on her. She's pacing.
Okay.
Hey. Usually when you pace, I notice it. Is everything actually okay?
I'm just frustrated.
About what?
But there's nothing I can do to actually help. My go-to is, I mean, it's pretty obvious what I usually resort to.
I know.
I feel pretty much useless right now. So,
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying it to give false hope. I say this because I mean it. You are as much a part of this family as anyone else. And the frustration that you're sharing is the frustration that we're all sharing right now. And there is nothing that we can do until we know his condition. Right now, he doesn't breathe on his own. Just like I couldn't breathe on my own. You are doing as much as we are able to do. And I know that for you, when you want to do something, it can sometimes be reactive, or you go out and do it. And what's frustrating this time around is that there is no reactive response to this except to sit and wait. And the patience is what bothers me. It's what's bothering Etta. It's what's bothering Maple and Ziggy. And I guarantee you it's probably bothering you too.
mm-hmm.
But I don't want you, again, to feel guilty or mad that you're not doing anything. We also aren't doing anything. But what we are doing is we're visiting. We're talking with him. We're leaving notes. We're sitting. We're sleeping. Everything that you guys did for me when I was in the ICU was all you could do. And it's all I wanted. And if there's anything I know about Richard, he cares about his family. And all he would ask for out of all of this is for us to reciprocate the love that he has for all of us. And that's to be there for him. Okay.
Yeah.
I promise you're doing everything that you could be doing. And the fact that you're frustrated honestly means more to him than it probably does to you. We are gonna get through this. Okay. I know it's been a long go. But I promise you, there will be answers. We will figure things out. And we will move forward as a family. No family doesn't come without a bumpy road. Ours just happens to be a little fucking bumpier right now.
Yeah, hopefully the pavement will smooth out soon.
I used to tell people something in the PD. I said that we train officers to keep their head above the water. And I told people that that's bullshit. And that we actually train people how to use a snorkel. Because your head's always going to be underwater. And you got to learn how to breathe through a tube. In my case, I've learned how to breathe through a snorkel. Go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
You can comment up when you're done, alright?
Yeah, but
Go ahead and tell Ed I said hi, and I hope he's doing good.
How do you stop people like that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to butt in. You guys having a private
No,
conversation?
you're fine. You're fine. I'm just talking to him about people like Reed and Mac that just eat their times and fines like it's candy and it doesn't change anything. How are you meant to combat against that?
People played the system. The problem with criminals is that the good ones get away with it because they do stupid shit, but they're smart about it. A perfect example was when I charged... You can come on over, Rue. You're good.
You don't ever have to stand away from the group, sweetheart. You are part of us.
When I charged Murphy Braun for the possession of the firearm that he had,
Yeah,
I investigated that for a month.
I remember.
And when it went to court, he had no witnesses. He had no evidence, no facts, no nothing.
Yeah, because Siobhan tried to argue that case was just possession, and she was going on about her mens rea bullshit instead of trying to argue facts like the fact that he was shot in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean...
Too busy hearing herself speak than actually doing her job. Sorry, outburst.
Oh, no, please. My outburst with that day... Oh, fuck. We're going down a rabbit hole here. That was the day I realized that Siobhan was fucking useless.
Yeah, she had no fucking clue.
No. She was useless because she turned around and tried to throw out all of our recordings and stated that we maliciously cut off the recordings early for their defense.
Yeah, I remember.
And
I
I'm
was
like,
watching.
yeah, I was like, you can fucking fuck off with that shit. But if you're really going to question my integrity, then guess what? But,
I'm losing, so clearly you did bad.
What Siobhan was trying to do, and I know this because we had arrested her we not arrested her, we arrested somebody the day before. She was trying to set a standard with Braun so that she can get Benji, Ray, Mr. K, Rami, and all those guys off on possession charges. Because she expected there to be a standard set with Murphy, and then she was going to appeal all of those charges.
Yeah.
The rest of those charges never